Hey, more garbage science from NASA. NASA, this is old, old, old news and people proving a young Earth. But it also goes to show that the ideas that they put forth are complete garbage and complete fantasy. And the idea that the Earth has been around billions of years is complete fantasy. And it's easy to show that just using their own stuff. You're giving me this argument, and if that argument were true, you cause problems with all of these other arguments that you're giving from all these other areas of science. Therefore, it shows you that it cannot be true and it cannot be science. NASA bombshell: Earth's rotation is slowing and it could cause major earthquakes. Well, a fundamental of science is thermodynamics. So, yes, if the Earth is spinning, it must gradually slow down. Just how it is, how it is. It's going to slow down faster because of the moon, as this article will talk about. The Earth's rotation is slowing as our planet uses energy to keep the tidal bulge ahead of the moon's orbit. The moon's gravity keeps the Earth's rotation in check, and to do this, the lunar satellite's orbit must be slightly ahead of Earth's as the moon attempts to regulate the Earth's rotation and slow it down. See, they almost put it's like they have a life, right? Like the moon is alive, and the two are, trying to do something each other. And the reason the planet spins is because the moon is pushing it. Fantasy stuff. According to Matthew Funke, solar system ambassador, Wow, how do you get that job? For NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who wrote Q&A website Kira, the moon's gravity creates a tidal bulge on the Earth. This bulge attempts to rotate at the same speed as the rest of the planet, because the moon going around the Earth is slightly slower, I believe, or maybe slightly faster. I don't know, one of the two, than the Earth's actual rotation. And they say the moon causes the tides and all this other stuff. They have all these ideas. As it moves ahead of the moon attempts to pull it back. This slows the Earth's rotation down. One of the rules, see, it all sounds fine right now, right? You can bamboozle people with this stuff. And when you ask too many questions, the answer is going to be gravity. Guaranteed. No one's going to question gravity. One of the rules of the universe is that angular momentum can't go anywhere. Even individual pieces speed up, slow down, or change direction. The sum total of angular momentum cannot change. Yes, angular momentum is a thing. The problem is if you have a universe that is created by a big explosion, you have spinning planets. Angular momentum says that if, say, whatever, the nothing that exploded, nothing exploded, remember? Let's break science as well. The nothing exploded was spinning, then everything that comes out of that explosion should be spinning the same direction as the nothing that exploded. But we see all over the universe and planets and things that spin opposite directions. Some of them in our solar system spin opposite directions as to what the Earth does. There are planets out there with moons that spin the opposite direction as the planet that they are surrounding. That's angular momentum. See, they're admitting they're breaking science. The moon is currently receding from the Earth about 1.5 inches per year. Back when this came out and they discovered that that was actually happening, they said it was 3.5 inches. That caused a few mathematical problems for them. So now it's 1.5 inches. What do I mean? Well, obviously, if the moon is moving away, that means that at some point it was closer to the Earth. How far back do you have to go before the moon is rolling around the surface of the Earth? Causes some problems for evolution. A lot of problems. Slower rotating globe leads to a stronger and more frequent earthquakes. Exactly why this case is unclear, so they don't even know. But experts believe it could be down to the changes of the Earth's core, which ultimately has an effect on the surface. So we have a fact. A fact is we have more earthquakes. What they are saying is it could be the recession of the moon. And then they make a story about it, and I'm sure they'll get billions of dollars in funding to research this idiocy. as we want to call it. But it is interesting that they put up certain numbers as facts, and we're going to check those numbers. They said that the moon moves away from the Earth at 1.5 inches per year. Okay. And this is going to become a young Earth thing. What we have here, Google, how far away is moon? 238,000 miles. Seems pretty far away. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring up the calculator. 1.5 inches per year. So in a million years, there we are. In a million years, you have 15 million inches. Divide that by 12. 1,250,000 feet. Divide that by 5,280. 236 miles in a million years. Well, the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Let's go back a billion years. So we will times this times 1,000. 236,000 miles for 1 billion years. That means the moon 1 billion years ago was rolling around the surface of the Earth. How long then does it take the moon to get out to where it is, to where we can have life on the planet? When did they say life started on Earth? The basic protozoa and bacteria. I'm using the stuff that they give me. I just showed that 1 billion years ago, the moon, according to their math, is rolling around the surface of the planet. This is why I look at Garbage Tier. This is a link that was on Drudge Report. This is why I look at Drudge. Right? This is why I look at it. Because they give me such interesting news articles like this. This one coming out of the expressco.uk. And there you have it. The Earth isn't billions of years old. We're out here.